Good morning. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us for another edition of the Morning Breeze, man. Always rocking with you guys, as always, man. Outside of me, I got my guy, Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, in the building.
That's how you get it done. That's how you get it done. Now, would I like it to be a little bit easier? Maybe, sure. Would I got palpitations over here. But at the end of the day, that's how you get it done. Breeze Nation, what's good? It's your boy Pat, the designer, back at it again. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, the Chicago Bears get the job done over the New York Football Giants. And I'm here to tell you why this is truly a match made in heaven. Thank you, football gods, for Ben Johnson. We got to react to that Giants game yesterday. Look at what we saw offensively from this team overall, and defensively, some bright spots, but a lot of questions as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the date is 11/10/2025. It's 7:05 in the morning. And if you ain't know, Chicago is very up right now. That's right. That's right. Y'all peep Connor Bedard? Y'all see some of that hard hawk hockey that's going on around here? Oh, that's nasty. 6-3 Bulls. Hey, they lost 2 of their last 3. It's called a long season, baby. We coming back. Don't worry. Don't worry. We coming right back. We back in there tonight. Let's get it. That's what I want to see. Let's go, Breeze Nation. I'm excited. I'm excited. Can you feel the buzz in the city? Can you feel the excitement in the city? When the Bears, the Bulls, the Hawks actually give a crap about going out there and playing good. I'm excited, brother. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
You heard what she said.
Y'all heard what Sue Young said. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that hype button as well. Appreciate you guys for hyping us up as always. Let's jump into this. Listen, yesterday I dropped a video and I stand by it this morning. Feelings have not changed. I don't care if you are not on board at this point. I don't care if you feel that, you haven't seen enough. I don't care if you feel that he hasn't done it versus the teams that you approve of. The Chicago Bears have a franchise quarterback. And I feel confident in saying that. I feel confident in what we've seen from Caleb Williams, because it's not just about going out there and being that guy in the moments where it's easiest or in the moments where it's hardest. It's about being that guy week in and week out. And we have seen Caleb Williams. Has it been perfect? No. There's development that's had to happen. But we have seen him now time and time again this season and last season, kind of starting with that Packer game. Proved to be a guy where when you put the football in his hands in the fourth quarter, he is deadly. when you put the football in his hands in clutch moments, he is deadly. And yesterday, I thought was one of Caleb. Yesterday should have been an elite day for Caleb Williams. Like, I know the numbers don't look great, but Caleb Williams was putting the ball on target. Sure, there's a couple that you could talk about. I think that pass to Rome Odunze, a little bit ahead of Rome on that one. There's a couple that you could talk about. But for the most part, Caleb Williams was on time, on target, delivering the football. Team dropped it. And I think the best part about this is that we've been here before. Right? Justin would have games like this. And we come here after and we go, oh, why did they lose? Well, when you drop the football that much, that's how you lose a football game. And that's why you. Except Caleb didn't lose. Caleb overcame. Caleb put the team on his back. Caleb in, I don't even know what kind of fashion you call it. I mean, he literally should have been sacked probably 3 or 4 times. Not the best day from the offensive line. Not the best day from the O-line. Pressure in his face all day. Good front four. Brian Burns leads the NFL in sacks. And yet he's finding a way to spin out of it. He's strong enough to make a move. All the things that everybody said, the reasons you can't go after him. The reasons you can't draft Caleb Williams, he's not going to be strong enough to deal with that pressure in his face and be able to get out of it like what we have here. Oh, by the way, when he gets out of it, he can throw a 20-yard dot down the field. He said, it doesn't matter that Drew Dolman's struggling a little bit today. Jonah Jackson having a rough one. Pressure in my face, I got it. And I think you have to look at what Ben Johnson has done and the confidence that he has instilled in this young man and the opportunity that he has created for him to be in a much better environment and feel like this is a match made in heaven right now if you're the Chicago Bears. What's going on with I'm trying to log into this. Hold on. You have what appears to be what Bears fans have been looking for years to come at this point. What Bears fans have been begging for at least my entire life. You got to think about it. Humans have been on Earth for thousands of years. And we get to be alive at a time when Caleb Williams is the Chicago Bears franchise quarterback. Jordan JC, what are your thoughts? What? Are you okay? Are you alive, dog? What's going on?
Oh, I'm good. I'm sorry. Hey, how's everybody going? I'm sorry. I'm throwing off. How's everybody doing today?
You look a little frazzled there, buddy. Oh, you good?
Boy,
you all right?
I was stuck in traffic.
Yeah, at the house?
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, that bumper to bumper from the bed to this room is something else, I tell you. Oh, anyway. How's everybody doing today on this fine Monday?
Oh, so what a W. Said JC ain't went to sleep yet.
I got a high from the win. Hey, what can I say?
There
No.
goes Mr. RB. Oh, bro, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was that way too. We got if you're not in the Chicagoland area, there's a lot of snow happening out here right now. I had that window
Dude, this is
cracked all
ridiculous.
night.
Freaking ridiculous.
Oh, I was sleeping good.
You love the cold.
Oh, I like to breathe. So it only happens when it's winter outside and there's no pollen and all that in the air, and it don't happen very often in those months either. So
we have a franchise quarterback.
Shout out to Dan Tanner with the super chat. He said for that damn smile JC came in with.
Hey man, I'm on a high.
I'm not in like a serial killer, JC. You did kind of pop in like a serial killer.
Oh boy, no. I'm extremely excited. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I don't want to hear any more. Let's put in Tyson Bagent. I want to hear any more. Oh, we don't know if Caleb's our guy, and from week to week we can, have these questions about whether or not he is figuring the offense out or he's worth the value of the first round pick. And should we have went with Jaden or should we have went with somebody else? No, you got your guy. You got your guy. You said it as best on the show. Shout out to you after the whistle. But even on the ride home, I looked at the video. We have our guy. The last 2 weeks, in my opinion, we've won because of Caleb. In the 47-point output, we needed every last one of those points because the defense didn't show up. And to an extent, the same thing happened to a lesser extent this week. But Caleb brought you back. He brought you back to life when time and time again, the offense did not help him out at all. You're talking about I don't know how many drop passes it was. I don't know if you already mentioned
6 drop passes officially recorded on the day. It is the most of any team this season.
Dude.
So the most drop passes from any team this season, the Chicago Bears had yesterday, though, and you overcame that.
6 drop passes. And you could literally see, and I know Caleb said he didn't get frustrated. You saw him get visibly frustrated a few times. I think even on the sideline, he waved it away. He was like, I'm sick of this. We might as well put this game to bed. But I love the resilience of the team. I love that at a certain point, you feel like it's going to all come together. And that's the really what you're starting to see with the culture in this team is that at some point it's going to click. It's weird. It's like that's what happens when you start changing, your organization. You start changing your culture into a winning team. And every single week, you find a way to win. It doesn't look pretty. Ben Johnson said he's running out of things to say because basically, what else is he going to say? We found a way to win. It took 60 minutes. He said that the last week.
Yeah.
It took all 60 minutes this week. But Caleb Williams is going to be a very special quarterback. You're seeing him grow in front of your eyes. You're seeing him mature. And he's been doing the superhero ball for forever now. He's been Mr. Clutch forever. Every time the fourth quarter comes and he's down and you need that one drive, or even now in this game, it was 2 drives. Down the field, you gave it to Rome. Thank goodness. By the way, Papa Dunze, please stop talking. We got it from here. We got it from here. Rome is being used. Thank you very much.
He was being used anyway.
He's been used forever now. I don't know what are we doing, but he got the touchdown. And then Caleb said, I'm gonna take it upon myself. I honestly thought he didn't have enough room to get past the first guy.
Yeah.
But that whoop 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 on the sideline.
Let me sneak around his edge.
You got it. You got it. And so I love the game. I know we're going to get into more detail, but again, 18 obviously was one of the biggest reasons why you came and went away with that dub.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, you to me, like what you saw from Caleb Williams, what you've seen from him is a quarterback that's continued to develop, that's continued to get better. We've talked about it every week on the show. Hey, the week where I thought he had his worst game, I thought he was technically sound. I thought he made terrible decisions. That game versus the Baltimore Ravens. Like I thought he was technically sound in that game. And I know people are, we had a guy call into the post game show yesterday. And he was like, oh, well, Caleb Williams is dominant out of structure, but when he's in structure, no, it's time to update your statements. It's time to update your opinions. This young man is playing within structure. Young man is playing out of structure. He's getting himself back on track and getting himself comfortable. I keep saying this. It's not freaking Madden. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. And to me, seeing Caleb yesterday under duress for a good chunk of the day, like there was some really good O-line play, and there were some moments where the pressure was immediately on Caleb. There was one play, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, like Darnell Wright basically knocked Buddy down, and he stayed on the ground. Bro, he knocked Brian Burns down, and Brian Burns stayed on the ground so long. Darnell Wright started to like help him get back up.
I said the same thing. It looked like he had a handout.
Yeah, he's like, let me help you back up here, so that he could, so that he could not get a penalty called on him. He's like, he's down here. Like, you okay? What's going on? Like,
just laid him flat out.
There was some really, really good play. I thought there was some good play from Theo Benedict. I also thought that there were some plays where the pressure got through pretty immediately. You know what happened? Your quarterback stepped up and made a play.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do if you're going to play winning football. Winning football is continuing to find ways to make a play when it's not perfect. And I love how Ben Johnson described it. And I think this is the two-way street that, to me, has them as a match made in heaven.
Mm.
When Ben Johnson goes to the podium and says, there's some play calls I wish I had back, but Caleb Williams makes them work. And we know what he's doing for Caleb. That's where you start to feel like it's a two-way street. That's where you start to feel like Ben Johnson, he said, I was always hunting for the perfect play call in Detroit. And I don't feel like I have to do that as much here. Because Caleb Williams can make something out of nothing.
Oh, okay.
That's when you have a match made in heaven. O-line didn't play great at times. Caleb Williams picks them up. When they did play great, Caleb delivers a good pass. Wide receivers didn't play great yesterday. Let me use these legs.
No, they didn't. Yeah.
I mean, Roma Dunze, literally the one guy that you can kind of look at and go like, he played great. But outside of that, like Colston Loveland had a great game. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Luther did his thing when his name was
Luther Burden had a great game. Hey, listen, in Chicago, get used to this. Colston Loveland, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden were the guys that you could count on throughout the day.
Yeah, Olamide didn't have a good day.
OZ had a rough day.
Olamide was a...
OZ had a rough day.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite one. Shout out Jimmy Hoffa in the building for y'all don't beat Dart. Who said that?
Why?
If I'm not mistaken, again, if I'm not mistaken, Jackson Dart has been the quarterback of 2 of the Giants' 90+% losses. We don't know how this game is. Does it feel like we go out there and beat Jackson Dart? I'm not going to say it feels like it. But who says that? Because Jackson Dart is the quarterback who lost in a game where they scored 34 points in the fourth quarter. The Denver Broncos did. Jackson Dart got figured out at the right moment. This Bears defense figured it out at the right moment. It was not beautiful yesterday.
No, it wasn't beautiful, but we're not here to talk about people's coping mechanisms and trying to make excuses for why or how the Bears got away with the victory. You play the game for, again, a whole 60 minutes. Unfortunately, I'm not celebrating someone's going out with a head injury, because he clearly I think it was contact with the ground. It was cold out there.
He was concussed. You can see when he was walking out, they was like, that's a cameraman. Walk that way.
Yeah. Yeah, he got rocked. But here's the thing. Whether or not you thought Jackson Dart being in the game, the momentum did look good. It did look like it was on the side of the Giants. It looked as if we couldn't stop them from, the mobility of the quarterback. That was the biggest issue during the game. And a few just errant passes, which Tariq Stevenson, again, had kind of an up and down game. He was getting cooked on slants and routes all game. Yeah. There was one where they didn't throw to the guy, and he was wide open. My God. I was like, thank goodness he didn't see him. But my overall thing, again, You can make excuses. You can say, oh, well, it looks up and down. It looks bad. What ifs, what ifs. Again, good teams come away with a win. Bad teams find a way to lose. We have been on the other side of this window or this fence forever, where we have been the team that has found a way to lose. So if you want to sit here and say, oh, well, the quarterback interswapped and you got bad Russell Wilson who just kind of handed you all the game. Okay, fine. We'll take it. You know what's in that column at the end of the game? It's a W. How you doing?
Anybody
You know
wanna
that?
eat
Oh
a
yeah.
W?
By the way, Jameis Winston, I heard you say it too. His prayer didn't work because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey,
when
bro,
we
I ain't
were in
never
the
seen a
studio-
third string quarterback pray for the second string quarterback, bro. He's like, Lord, hold on, Lord, bless him, Lord.
Jesus,
He about to
please
die.
heal this
We
man.
don't know what's going to happen to Russ out here, but he's been in the league a long time, Lord. He just needs you to give some strength to them legs one last time, Lord.
Take him back to 06, Lord. Please.
Take him back to, we need 06 Russ, Lord. We don't need 2025 Russ. We need 2008 Russ, Lord. If you could just rejuvenate these legs, Lord, and help them to be able to get back into this win column, Lord. We've lost so much.
Man, that
And we
prayer
don't wanna
got as
keep
far
losing
as
no more, Lord. All right, Russ, going out there. Said her.
Oh, Lord, no. Prayer got as far as the sun yesterday. Oh, my goodness. That was the only time I was scared. I was like, oh, Jameis is praying over Wilson. Oh, we might be in trouble. But realistically, again, you find a way to win, and that's the thing. You worry about, and Caleb said as much even in the interview, I believe, with Pam Oliver after the game. Good teams find a way to win, and then you continue to work on the mistakes. It's clear that this team is not 100% or where they want to be. They're not where they want to be, and we can make excuses again. The defense, they don't have all their secondary members. Yes, we can sit here and say they don't have Jalen, they don't have Kyler, they don't have this, they don't have that. However, yes, you still find a way to put it all together. And that's the most important thing, is you don't make excuses. You get back to the drawing board. You see what works. You see what needs to be adjusted or what needs to be fixed. And you keep moving forward, and you keep learning as you're winning. And that is the culture or the theme of this team, is that they're winning as they're continuing to grow.
And there are things that you can rely on versus winning football team. You know what I mean? If it was, the explosive plays are still going to be explosive plays. Right? We know Ben Johnson can call up an offense. We know that we've got a receiving core. Yesterday was the anomaly for the receiving core. And I'll be honest, if there's any, and I asked this on to J-Mac yesterday, if there's anything that Caleb Williams can improve on, he got to figure some touch out. Some of those drops in that first half are short passes where he's firing fastballs.
Man, them gunshots, he don't know how to take no kind of speed off.
You know who had to figure that out? Josh Allen. He's not one of the best quarterbacks in football. And he figured it out in year 3. Like there's a part of that where it's still the development of the quarterback piece. He's coming in. I keep saying, the difference from college to the pros. This is essentially, I'm not going to say it's not his rookie year, because he understands what he's looking at defensively. He's seen these looks before. He's seeing things that he saw last season, especially in the divisional matchups coming up. That's going to be important. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he's in his rookie year. But what I will say is that it's his rookie year in this system, and it is his development that you've seen in 9 weeks that you didn't see in 10 weeks last season when you were on a losing streak. Like, you truly, truly are seeing a young man that has the confidence, that has the ability, and that's starting to put it all together, play in and play out. That's what I take away from this Giants game. While there was a pass rush, he's putting the football in the right spot. Got to catch it, but he's putting the football in the right spot. He's making those explosive plays happen. Like, this is an offense that is perfect for this young man, and he's dominating in it. That's what I love that we're seeing. And I think that's the things that you can continue to see moving forward. All right, we got to keep this thing moving along. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. As always, we're going to take a quick break, listening to a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, got to talk about some of the key pieces on this defensive side of the football and some of the issues that we may have as well. And that's on both sides, but very excited by what we're seeing from this young man and Caleb Williams. Very excited by what we're seeing from this offense overall. And we got a lot more coming for you guys. Just stick around, coming hot and fast and ready, or whatever you said.
Hot and ready and coming fast.
Coming hot and ready and coming fast, whatever you said.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Oh, hey, watch yourself now. Oh, it's sad to wear at a point that people don't watch Sanford and Son. Must thought Stacey King was freaked out, dog. They was like, look at this freaky frog. I was like, oh, no. That's a real statement. Oh, Lord. I'm coming. You're doing what? Hey, man, we'll be right back right after this.
Oh, man.
Hi, Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https://aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Breeze Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch. That's right. New website, new merch, all out. We've been telling you guys to pull up on us. Now you can at twcbreeze.com, where you can find out all of the latest stuff going on. What all can they find there, Super Producer?
Listen, you can join the nation, sign up to our mailing list, and be up to date for events and news. You can also visit the shop page and order merch, because we have t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got hats, we got all kind of stuff. So, hey, we appreciate you being tuned in with us. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on all our socials. Check us out at twcbreeze.com.
He's way too excited.
I am.
That's right. We're back.
The best show for Chicago.
Shout out to y'all, man. I need bet downs in the chat this morning.
Get down.
I need bet downs in the chat this morning. By the way,
Let's go.
Chicago Bulls looking to bounce back tonight. We will be live in the studio for tonight's Bulls game, but it won't just be a Bulls game.
All right.
Also got a little hate watch going on as the Philadelphia Eagles looking to handle business for those pesky Green Bay Packers. Bulls taking on the Spurs tonight. We got a little Wemby action coming our way. Oh, Wemby.
All right.
That's concerning.
That alien.
You got to bounce back. Hey, you don't got an answer for that. Tell you that much right now. You don't got an answer for Wemby, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll be doing that tonight, starting at 7, I believe, for both games.
Yeah.
So that'll be great to have that as well. Very exciting, very exciting, very exciting. Need to see a big day from Saquon Barkley. All right, JC.
That's true.
Keep this thing moving along, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. You got some bright spots on this team defensively.
Mm-hmm.
One, namely, in a Mr. CJ Chauncey.
Oh,
Jim
call
Miller
him
kept calling him
Chauncey.
Charlie. Jim Miller kept calling him Charlie.
yeah,
Chauncey
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Gardner Johnson.
Yeah.
CJ GJ.
CJ, baby.
Whatever nickname you want to call him,
Mm-hmm.
you know he's coming.
Nope. Hot and ready.
Shout out Elizabeth. He has been, dare I say, one of the best Ryan Poles signings of his tenure.
That's insane. Yeah.
I mean, like, he is truly proving to be a really, really key piece for this Bears team. Yesterday, 7 solo tackles, had 2 sacks, had a forced fumble that did knock Jackson Dart out of the game. It was a great day for, yet again in his second week, a guy who continues to come in and just make an impact play after play after play. It feels like you found something there. I think on top of that, what you're finally seeing out of Montez Sweat took a while. Again, it takes a while for guys to get used to a new system, being asked to do different things. Montez Sweat, since it seems like he has figured it out, has been a force to be reckoned with. And I think we have to remember, we've got all the expectations in the world. But that's not our starting DB crew back there.
Mm-mm.
There's a reason Setty's on this team. And so, like, to me, like, when you're looking at what you have moving forward, I feel good knowing Kyler Gordon's possibly coming back. I feel good knowing that, you've got Jalen Johnson waiting in the wings and Tyree Stevenson can become a number 2 again. Because, it's getting ugly with him as a number 1 at times. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little scary. But you got Jaquan. I think your linebacker, you were missing TJ Edwards yesterday. Like, there's a lot you're missing on this defense. I know it's next man up mentality. But at a certain point, the next man up is me and JC. Yeah, you got blown past.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
They got past you, buddy.
Give me a couple of these those moves.
They got past you.
No. I'm a mesmerizer with my Macarena.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
I am uncomfortable. By the way, we are over 100 in the chat. Over 200 in the chat. 200.
All right.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love as always, man. Good morning. When you look at the additions that the Bears have made here with CJ Gardner Johnson, does it feel like you found a piece that is going to be a part of this team for a while to come here?
Well, I'll admit it. It's got me a little tingly. I like the acquisition of him to begin with before he even took the field, because there's certain people who just their reputation precedes them, and I've always been that guy that likes the rough around the edges guy, that when he's on your team, you like him, but when he's not on your team, you absolutely hate him. We've had those guys come through Chicago, and you said as much. I looked at after the whistle. You mentioned it. We celebrate those kind of guys here in this town because technically that's what we represent. We're
when you get that one guy that's like, I'm technically
not
touching your
right.
eye. I ain't touching your eye. I ain't touching your eye.
He's annoying.
Oh, he hit me. He hit me. I'll take a flag on that.
We saw that plenty of times. Was Javon Williams? Was that Javon Williams?
Yeah, Javon Williams.
He got under his skin.
I ain't touching your eye.
I think the other way.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there actually was an eye thing in that situation. I think
yeah.
I almost got you.
man. But my thing is, again, you celebrate those kinds of guys. We've had those guys. My mind went to, the Nate Robinson Bulls when Derrick Rose went down. His era when he came here, man, everybody loved Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dennis Rodman is one of the biggest ones that I could think of. Very just kind of abnormal, but came here. He celebrated. Very, very well loved. You mentioned AJ Brzezinski, really good name the other day. Like, those are the type of guys, when they come here, they contribute to winning and they do their part. And CJ has made a immediate impact. And you love what he said when he was getting the game ball in the celebration in the locker room too. He's like, man, I've been out of football. I've been on the couch for the last 2 months. You all brought my love for the game back. I love this team. I love being part of winning. And let's keep it going. And that's what you love to hear. Everybody says, well, he doesn't really contribute to the locker room culture and he could be a cancer. When you have a good team that can control those type of things, which we now have, you couldn't say that maybe even a year ago. We now have that structure in the locker room, because we even talked about that previously with why we didn't draft. We would overlook Jalen Carter versus Darnell Wright. Philadelphia had that structure. Now he's there and he's dominating because everybody there were veterans who could keep him in line. You think we might even have that here with CJ Gardner-Johnson. He knows his role. He's been with Dennis Allen before. He was successful with the Saints, and he's even a champion with the previously with the Eagles. And so you bring that type of pedigree of a player, you bring that experience, and you see it on full display. 2 sacks. He did his best Kyler Gordon impression perfectly to close out that game. And that's what I love to see, is that when you have those couple of pieces, you build off of it, because clearly the defense is kind of our weak link, quote unquote, in a sense. But when you have guys like CJ that you can rely on, when you have Montez that's continuing to grow in this defense and finally showing his ability to get to the quarterback time and time again, week after week, that's what gives you more hope that once we get fully healthy, this thing could look really special, in my opinion.
Yeah, and you're still trying to figure things out. You're still trying to get guys in the right direction. I'll be honest with you. Wasn't thrilled with DA's coverages at time yesterday. I thought
it's still loose.
There was a lot of question marks to me on some of the coverages that DA was running. Especially, I'll be honest with you, brother. One, and I got to see if I saw it right on tape, but I swear, like, everybody's at the line, and then you're splitting your linebackers out to go catch wide receivers. It's an easy reception. I'm like, what the heck am I looking at right now? I'm seeing Andrew Billings pop out into coverage. I'm like, what's happening? Grady Jarrett popping out into coverage. What's going on? I don't like this. Like, I don't know what call that was. Never again, please. I love it. I get it, right? It's all about the deception, having everybody at the line. You don't know if they're bringing the house, and then they pop out. I understand the point of it. Grady Jarrett is 106.
Keep him on the line.
He's been banged up so much this season. I don't need him out there trying to cover wide receivers and tight ends.
Yeah.
But overall, I felt like, listen, there's still a lot of holes on this defense. And I'll be honest with you, looking at the schedule ahead, it's going to be tough. It's going to be incredibly difficult. And you know what I love, right? You don't apologize for wins in this league, and you have forced things to break your way, right? For all of the, you guys don't beat Jackson Dart. Well, we literally kind of did beat Jackson Dart. Unfortunately, we beat him out of the game, but that's football. They literally got Jackson Dart up out of there, packed him up, rolled him off. We'll see you next week. Hopefully listen, he better than I thought he was. I'll give him that too.
Yeah.
But like, when you look at the games that this Bears team has won, it truly is just hey, we're doing this because of how we played, how you beat the Commanders. Love it. How you beat the Bengals. Hey, offensively, we had to overcome. Like, there's a lot there that it truly feels like you have created the opportunities for yourself and taken advantage of it. And now I look at what you have coming up here on the schedule. You got to continue to do that. And you got to be opportunistic offensively. Because defensively, everything's going to be a gamble. Defensively, everything's going to be gambling, trying to get takeaways, trying to find what. And yet again, the Bears find another takeaway. Yet again, right? You get the fumble on Dart and Deshaun Wright comes up with it. All of a sudden, you're going back down the other way. Versus the Vikings. Vikings looking a little bit better. Vikings look like they got a couple of answers. I'm not going to say they got all the answers, but I need a little revenge in that game. That's a big divisional game coming up this week.
Big game.
You got the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers looking old. He did last night, but he looked old because that defense that we saw on Sunday Night Football from the Chargers was after him the entire night. Can you get after him in that manner? I don't know.
Yeah, come on, Dennis. Yeah.
Philly. Big shout out to Philly. I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, Bears fans and Philly fans have kind of united. It's phenomenal. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
We're rooting for each other.
She's like, hey, man, hey, can you take care of the Cowboys for us this week? Hey, brother, we got you, man. Hey, you might beat the Lions for us. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Do us a favor. Yeah.
Hey, we holding up our end of the deal on these Giants. What you got tonight? Don't worry, baby. These Packers about to get packed up.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, I love it.
Tonight.
I love the alliance. We're
Well,
going to put it on
Eagles
hold
fans
for a week. It's going to be beef for a week.
Yeah.
It's going to get some crazy talk on Twitter for a week.
Kumbaya.
And then we're going to be right back locked in. You know what I mean? But no, like I think looking ahead at this schedule, right? You got Vikings, you got Steelers, you got the Eagles. I'll be honest with you, after and we'll see what tonight looks like, but after watching the Packers versus the Panthers just get absolutely run over in every manner, and understanding that this Bears team has found its running game, I see a ton of advantages. You want to know how to stop Micah Parsons, run the football directly at him. You got to take advantage of that. I get it. We want the explosive plays, and I thought Ben Johnson yesterday was hunting the explosive plays a little too much because you had a run game that was getting figured out there.
Yeah.
And you could have just ran the football, but I truly feel like, like this is, the Packers game looks very different to me. And I've said this, I haven't been a believer in the Packers all season. That one game where they beat the Browns, I was like, okay, that might be the one. Or not the Browns, who they beat? Because they lost to the Browns, right? Yeah, they lost to the Browns.
Did they beat Dallas in a blowout?
They beat
in a back and forth for Dallas.
No, they handled the Steelers.
That was a tie.
They handled the Steelers handedly, and I was like, "Ugh, that might be the one. Might be the one that puts them over the top." But then they immediately lost to the Panthers, so it is what it is. But like looking at this schedule ahead, Doug, like to me, over your next six, right? Your next six, you got Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers. If you find a way to go 6-6, or I'm sorry, if you find a way to go 3-3 in that, I truly feel like you're giving yourself the best opportunity. I don't think it's going to be we dominate and we don't lose a game the rest of the way. These some tough teams on the schedule. And at a certain point, your defense not being there is going to bite you in the backside. I'm going to be honest with you. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to pick us apart. Unless Caleb go in there and in that game and is able to put up 55 again, Aaron Rodgers is probably going to pick us apart. Like there's certain quarterbacks that you're not going to get the best of in those situations.
I don't know. I see. Here's my optimism with that. I feel like, and Ben Johnson said, because you mentioned the next 6 games. Ben Johnson said we want to go 3-1 in our next 4. That was including this past game where we squeaked it out against the Giants. Just looking at the next 3 games, I see us going 2-1. The obvious game where it's the measuring stick game would be against the champions in Philly. I feel like the Steelers and the Bears, obviously that's going to be a rivalry. Tale as old as time. You're going against Aaron Rodgers. I own you, even in a different color jersey. Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm gonna be.
I think that the age will have a factor. I'm not going to sit here and say that Aaron.
He looked old yesterday. He looked old last night. That 7 o'clock game looked well past his bedtime.
Yeah, he needs some sleep, and so hopefully, that's a game where the defense will get up and maybe surprise us a little bit, because the Steelers defense, that is the one thing that they do have in droves, is their defense is pretty good, at least with a lot of the good players that they have on their roster with that team. And so I'm looking for them to beat Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers and then his old team. And so, or rather, I'm sorry, the Vikings in next week's matchup. And then when we look ahead to the next three that you mentioned with the Packers, then the Browns, and then going back to the Packers, I could see us going 2-1. I feel like, unfortunately, as much as I want to say get meaty and say I would see us going 3-0 and wanting to beat the Packers both times, it's a possibility that happens. I'm not saying it isn't. With this team and the way they're winning and the way they stay in games and they play the entire 60 minutes, every single game I think that the Bears will be in. Philly might be the only one where they may get blown out, and I won't be surprised. But outside of that, I see us being in every single one of these next 6 games, 5 out of 6 games, and that's where I think maybe if you go 4-2, you will turn some heads. 3-3, I'm fine with. If you play 500 football, fine. We're right there at 9-6.
It'd be 9-6.
9-6, and
you
so
got you got 2 games to finish the season. You know you're finishing with a 500 record. And to be honest with you, I mean, like right now where we at, I said 9-8 coming into the season. We have more wins right now than we had all last season.
Are you updating your prediction?
No, it's still. I said 9-8, 10-7 is where I got them landing.
Okay, all right.
I'm not because again, like this schedule you have coming up is very tough, and you don't know who's going to play and what it is, but like. I don't see you going, you beat the Vikings, you beat the Steelers, lose to the Eagles, beat the Packers, beat the Browns, lose to the Packers, beat the 49ers, lose to the Lions. Like I don't see that playing out, right? Where you get 3 wins over your next, or 3 losses over your next 9. It's a tough division. It's a tough league. Maybe it does. I would love to see it. That would be phenomenal for a first game there for Ben Johnson. But what I do think is what you said is very key in all of this. You do have the offense in place that I feel like you should be in every single game. None of these games look like blowouts to me. I think the Steelers game, you should be in it. They've got some confusion defensively as they're trying to figure out Jair Alexander. Now, he maybe have figured out the position there, but you throw him at safety, and it's a little better, but it's still not great. I think the Vikings game, you need to come out and have a drubbing of the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, no Jonathan Grenard. Or that Jonathan Grenard injury. I shouldn't say no Jonathan Grenard. We don't know. But that Jonathan Grenard injury looked pretty serious. That's their best pass rusher on the defensive end. So might be able to go out there and get something done there. The Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. Like they're still a really good team. I know we want to, they can't beat us, so they're not going to stop us. No. They got some talent, ridiculous talent over there. But it feels like it's an offense that can be in every single one of these games. And it's an offense that has figured out ways to do it multiple different ways to exploit teams in their weakness. You want Caleb Williams on the intermediate passes? Boom. He's doing that at a high level. You want Caleb Williams on some of these explosive passes? Boom. He's doing that at a high level. When you go up against Green Bay, how do you beat Green Bay? Run all over them. They're a terrible run defense. They literally cannot stop the run. You got Kyle Monangai and DeAndre Swift. I don't even want Caleb Williams to throw the football that game. I didn't want Caleb Williams to throw the football that game. Turn around, hand the football off, run right at Micah. I want you to run at him all night.
You blitz all night.
I didn't want you to run the football in that one. Versus the Browns, quick passes. Boom, we got that. Now you got to catch the football.
You got to do that.
Yeah, catch the football. But like it's you have an offense that feels like it could continue to keep you in these games, and that's how you win in the modern NFL.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm very excited about what we're seeing from this Bears team. I think that this is going to continue to move in the right direction. I feel like we've got our franchise quarterback. Does it mean he's going to be perfect the rest of the way? No. There's probably still going to be some ups and downs. Probably still going to be some bumps and bruises. Probably still going to be a couple of spinneroonies in there. Couple spinneroonies.
Yeah, that's what we doing a Booker T.
Yeah, a little Booker T or Booker T Washington. Depends on which Booker T we're going after.
You did not just
right. Well, I was talking about the guy that did a lot of inventions, JC, not the
okay.
Not the wrestler,
okay,
not the spinneroonie.
No, I'm excited for what is to come with this team. Even if, and Ben Johnson said we're going to be playing our best football in about a month here. I want to see it. Prove it. You're proving
That's
a
the
lot
month
of
to
people
play
wrong.
it.
That would be the month to play it.
You
can
got
turn a lot of
Packers,
heads.
Browns, Packers, 49ers. If you're playing your best football in December, that's the month to play it.
That's impressive. You'd be going right into the playoffs, setting yourself up for a playoff run. And so, this team again, it's been an exciting ride. It's been exciting and fun to see again, like the evolving of the coach and quarterback connection. It hasn't been perfect, as you mentioned, even with Ben Johnson. There have been times, even yesterday, where I scratched my head and said, what was the play calling idea behind that? But as you mentioned, you have a quarterback that can sometimes out even do the play call.
Yeah.
And that's what Ben even notices. And that's why this thing could continue to get special, and that you have your guy. You have this guy. There's no questions anymore. We don't need to continue. And of course, we know it's going to still happen, but we don't need to debate. I think I'm done debating on whether or not we need to question Caleb's trajectory or Caleb's long-term success here as the quarterback.
I think you can have conversations on Caleb having bad games or being up and down at times. But he hasn't. This is the thing. He ain't figured it all out yet, and he's figuring it out. There's so much he still don't know about this system.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. Yeah.
There's so much he still don't know. Well, he knows this system like the back of his hand. I do think there's a little when you got Caleb Williams and Kyle Monangai trying to see each other behind 6'9" Darnell Wright over there, or behind six. You think he's 6'7", 6'7".
Oh no.
I don't know.
Like
somebody broke that down to me perfectly, and I was like, what is 6'7"? And they was like, you remember 21? And I was like, yeah. You remember you used to be 21? What's 9 plus 10? 21.
So he
and
didn't
we just
know,
used to say that.
Basically saying, I don't know.
It didn't mean nothing. It was just, you just said it. You'd be 21. Like, it was just stupid. I was like, I get it now.
Oh, I thought 6'7" was
man, 6'7" don't mean nothing.
I'm in between.
6'7" don't mean nothing. Just something you say. You just 6'7". But no, man. I'm excited. I feel like this is a Bears team that's figuring it out, and they ain't figured it all out yet. Big shout out to Pterodactyl Pops with the super chat. He said, through 9 games, this is the best head coach and quarterback combo we've had since '85. FGB. That's right. FGB's in the chat. Right. Gonna have a lot of those in the chat tonight, as we will be live for the Chicago Bulls Spurs game, and also reacting a little hate watch as well to the Dallas Cowboys, or I'm sorry, the Dallas Cowboys. They tied those guys by 40. How much we beat them by? We'll be reacting to the Philadelphia Eagles Green Bay Packers game as well. Make sure y'all pull up for that. As always, man, for Mr. Media himself, Jordan JC, it's your boy Pat the Designer. Back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bet down. One love. Peace.
The best show for Chicago sports.
There's no reason to mock Arena. Actually, there is. We are, in theory, over 300 in the chat. 300.
I knew it was coming. Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know the guy that does the impression of him?
Yeah. I've seen it.
He just makes it worse every time. What did he do? Oh, Lord. Jesus. Epic.